Yo, what's up, my people? We are back again. Global Local Podcast. It's your boy Global Local Don. I'm here with my co-host Global Local Rell, and we have a special guest. I let them run down a little bit to y'all.
Hey, y'all already know, as Don P said, man, I go by the name of Global Local Rell. We have a special guest in here today, man. Her name is Swanda.
La
Swanda, okay. But hey, she's known by Sheinks. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all, if y'all in the middle Georgia area, y'all done got a tattoo, you know what I'm saying? She's very popular, somebody that's down to earth, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell y'all a few things about herself. So let's get to it, Miss Swanda.
Oh, I didn't know I had to do that, but okay. My name is La Swanda.
Okay, then.
My tattoo name is Sheinks.
Mm-hmm.
I am a mother, radio personality, tattoo artist. I am currently a morning show co-host on the Text Jane morning show. That's on Power 107.1 in Macon, Georgia. And I also have a youth travel football team, which we kind of local this year, but called the Central Georgia Grizzlies. So if you know me, then you know I got my hands in quite a few things.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, if you in the middle Georgia area, Warner Robins, Macon, on down to Perry, you move around, you probably done heard her on your local radio station. You probably done seen it to her, ran into her somewhere out there in public. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've been doing tattoos for about 14 years?
14 years coming, well, September 15th of 25 will be 14 years.
Okay.
Man, let's rewind back a little bit. So we're gonna let the people know. Miss Swanda, originally, where you from?
Unadilla.
Unadilla,
Georgia.
Okay.
Dooley County.
A little bitty small town, no red light.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't have a red light, and it's 2025.
Gotcha. Then you graduated from high school, Dooley County High School. Then you were telling me you went to college.
I have a degree from the Fort Valley State University.
Okay.
Fort Valley State in the house.
Class of 2004.
Okay.
That was a little minute ago.
Yeah. A little minute ago. You know what I'm saying? So HBCU. We got a HBCU graduate in here. What's up? You know Albany State.
Why?
Mighty Rams. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what we say. You know.
Fort Valley State be lit though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So fast forward all that time. Sometime during college, you started doing tattoos and.
Well, actually, I didn't. I graduated from college and then I worked as a correctional officer.
Okay.
At Dooley State Prison for about 7, almost 8 years. And then somewhere in there, you know, I was like, you know, Jesus didn't die for this.
Okay.
So I got to go figure out something else because it wasn't going to work for me forever.
What that experience was like, though?
Ooh, it wasn't horrible. You know, it was definitely not as bad as I hear that it is now, you know, so. Prison is a real place.
That's surprising coming from you because I hear, you know, especially, you know, how crazy these prisons are, and then, you know, you're a nice-looking lady. It seems like, you know, y'all would catch a lot of trouble. You know what I mean?
It's really, it depends on the person. Everybody different. Yeah. So, you know, once you go in and establish yourself as what type of officer you're going to be, then you kind of got to, you know, stand your own ground. Yeah. You know, nobody ain't going to do it for you.
Go ahead and set the standard.
You don't have to be run over.
Yeah.
You know, it's up to you how you manage your inmates.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you did that 7-8 years.
Yeah, I would have never been there that long if it was that bad. You gotta think about it.
Yeah. You right about that. So somewhere along the path, boom. How you get that ink in your hand?
Okay, so I graduated with a degree in art, commercial design actually, from Fort Valley. So I was always an artist, and it just kind of found me. You know, I started getting tattoos, and then the guy that used to do my tattoos said, you know, you should do tattoos. You know, you already an artist. We know you draw or whatnot. And I was just scared, man, for a long time. Like, ain't nobody going to trust me, you know, and it's permanent, so you can't take it off. And, you know, what if I mess up? You know, I did a lot of that second thinking. And then one day I got paid. Yeah. And I was like, this ain't enough money.
Yeah. So you was always good, like with art, like coming up and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I can remember, like, probably my first memory of being an artist or, you know, being recognized for my artistry was maybe 3rd grade. I got, like, the art award. I drew some hot dogs or something, you know. But in the 3rd grade, you know.
You already knew you had a gift for
it. It was always with me.
So I want you to talk about that moment right there to where you say you got paid. Assuming this your check from the prison.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom, I got my check from the prison. You look at it and you say,
I get this check, and I got this one child that's probably 2 years old at the time, and I wasn't able to really pay somebody to keep her for me. So I got enough money right here that I got to pay the babysitter, I got to pay the bills, I got to pay all I got to pay, and then I got to make it to the next check. Yeah. So it just was it wasn't just right then. It was a coming up too. You know what I mean? It was kind of like you're gonna have to do something else because you're not being fulfilled by the job that you're doing. You just kind of doing what somebody tell you. And
you still had not done your first tattoo at this moment.
I had been at a shop with a guy, and he let me do something like a star or something.
So you already
Maybe
had kind of
2 years
started.
ago. I hadn't really started though, because that ain't nothing if you did it 2 years ago, and then next year, somebody let you try another star somewhere, and you still not trying to do it. Like you're not really thinking like this could be serious.
A career.
So no, I had not really started. I had done two I was at the shop with somebody, and then it was like, oh, let me try type thing. But
so how you because I want to talk about that transition. How you step out on that out on faith? Like how do you get from? It was
a conversation with my daughter babysitter at the time. Her name Mo. Shout out to Mo.
Shout out to Mo.
I had been thinking about it, talking to I don't know if you know Larry. He from Dooley too. He tattooed. Dooley Ink is what he go by. And I've been talking to him about trying, and then he was like, I got a kid you can buy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I really was serious about buying it when I was saying that. So this particular Friday when I got paid, September 15th, 2011, I'm at my babysitter house, and she like, we talking about it. It's like, you should try it. And I was like, girl, no, I don't think so. Yeah. And she was like, well, you don't know if you don't try. And I was like, well, she said, I tell you what, if you do buy the kit off of him, I'll let you do one on me. Yeah. Oh, you must be crazy.
Did you mess up along the way?
No. So I was always.
You were just scared for no reason.
Yeah. Who you messed up on? That's what I want to know.
I didn't. I wasn't horrible. Just wasn't. It was. I was a good artist. It was basically about learning the medium more than learning how to do. It was how the technical part about it. And so even in tattooing, you can be horrible and do very bad if you don't know what you're doing. But I was fortunate enough to be one of those that was more scared than not. So I didn't, just blunder anybody, coming on. And then the more you do it, the better you get, of course. So if you're not horribly bad anyway, then you really don't have no way to go but up.
So you did your friend tattoo?
I went and bought the kit that day.
Bought it
that day, went back to her house. I did a little butterfly. Man, when I tell you I ain't know nothing about what was going on, because I told you I only really tried it a couple times with somebody with me. So now I'm by myself with this kid that I don't even know how it worked for real. He gave me like a little, put this and do this, and then when you do that, and then you
little tutorial.
So now I'm gone and he home. So I don't even know how to get the ink in the machine. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Turned out good.
I didn't have to cover it up. Let's just say that. I added to it, but I didn't have to cover it, so it wasn't horrible.
So fast forward, now you've been doing tattoo, what, 12 years?
13, almost
13, 14 years.
Yeah,
man, because I went to school in Dooley for a little bit. Yeah, and then some of my peers from around there, I was looking to get some ink for my birthday one year, and somebody suggested Asen. You know Asen?
I do know Asen. Shout out to Ace.
Shout out to my dog.
Shout out to Asen, man. I like to say he a Dooley kind of well known. I'm gonna say a Dooley kind of legend because that's my partner. But anyway, so Asen pretty much kind of referred me to you, right? Then I checked out some of your work, and I thought you were real dope. So just to let the people know, she very good at what she do. I pulled up on her, boom. Yeah. She gave me a fire lion. You know what I'm saying? We'll tap in and let you, and then end up. My wife ended up coming and getting some work done for me. And then I got two of my daughters that kind of been on my top. I think I'm going to end up having to send them to you soon.
You need to go ahead and do that.
You do some great work, though. I was checking your page out like you lit. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. Y'all follow me. Follow me. Everybody listen, follow me.
Yeah, tell the people what
drop your social media handle.
At I am Sheinks on Instagram, and on Facebook at LaSwanda Sheinks Hickey.
Yeah, you lit.
For sure. All right, so we're going to move along, man. Somewhere along your journey, you decided that you're going to expand your family. try relationship. Cause this is a thing, we just had another guest in here, and it's a couple things that we wanna, tap on, especially with you being our first female.
Shout out to me.
Yeah. Shout out
Okay.
shout out to Swanna for being our first real just female guest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got something to say.
Yeah, and we want to get some of your perspectives on things. You know what I mean? So
Okay, I'm down with that.
yeah. So you got kids?
I do have children.
How many?
3.
3.
What their ages?
Okay, so my oldest child is 16, almost 17, and I have a son that's a girl. I have a son that's 10, and then one daughter whose birthday is really soon. She's going to turn 8 on the 24th.
Okay. Happy birthday.
How does that teenage life treating you?
We're in a good space now. She almost 17. I'm to the point where it's like, you gotta learn how to function on your own now. Because it ain't gonna be much longer that you gotta be under my, rule, quote unquote. So I let her make a lot of decisions on her own. And then she asked me a lot of questions, and I answer her truthfully, as best as I know.
Yeah.
Are you and her father still together?
Oh no. So I got 2 baby daddies.
Okay.
Her daddy is one, and then the other 2 they share a father.
Do you have good relations communication with both?
Well, one of them not so much. Wait a minute, let me say. When you say good communication, if they not bringing stress in your life, that's good to me.
Is he doing good with his child? Like, is the child being able to benefit from y'all communication?
Okay, so my oldest
of...
daughter, her dad and she and her dad don't have what I would want them to have as a relationship, but he does provide for her financially.
Okay, that's good.
And if she needs him, and it got to be like it should not have to be like this, but it's not a. Let me see the best way to say it, because I don't want to make him sound like horrible on this here podcast. But he's not horrible.
Yeah, we ain't doing no bashing.
He just is more of a out of sight, out of mind type of thing.
Okay.
She's fine with me, and you live your life the way you live your life.
But
I don't give you static, and you don't bring static to me.
Yeah. Okay.
If she calls, you answer. If you call, she answers. If nobody calls, nobody's upset.
You would say y'all got an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Y'all.
Yeah, and it took a minute to get there, but we are in a place of it's everything is fine.
Okay, so with
where I'm concerned now, she may feel differently about the way the relationship is or isn't.
I mean, your daughter,
right? But I don't. I really don't take. It's not. She understands there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Okay. So you would say, like, because I've seen this in a lot of situations. Do you think that by y'all not being together, whatever, do you talk down to your kids about their father?
No.
Okay.
I don't even speak on this man at all.
Okay, because I think that creates, when women do that creates some kind of,
Well, it's because of the first story that they hear. You know what I mean? So if whatever you say to them and they don't see him, and he's not there to combat what you say, then you're gonna build a child that is gonna be resentful and hateful. If you hate him and you say anything about him, it's never gonna go off well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So if the person that's feeding me is telling me that the person that's not around is horrible, then what else am I gonna believe?
Yeah. See, that's very important, man. That just the mothers, because a lot of times they got I ain't gonna say the upper hand, but a lot of times they paint the narratives about the fathers that make it just like, I hate how you
speaking up real loud. Now listen, your voice went over.
I'm just saying,
you heard that?
Because I got something to say now.
Yeah, talk to me.
Okay,
like,
so here's my view on it all. Everybody's not emotionally, what's this? Intelligent.
Emotional.